Hi guys, today look on the teardown at this Russian aircraft instrument. So we have here parameter display instrument for engines number 3 and 4. I do not know what it is showing, but obviously it is for 4 engines aircraft. So either a big military aircraft or maybe even airliner, as an Ilyushin or something, or Tupolev. So we have two needles, as you can see, with letters 3 and 4. It goes up to 120 of something. There is a black paint circle in the middle of the glass, very crudely made. Here we have two bulbs for backlight of the instrument. It goes off like so, and we have two bulbs. They look really like US instruments, aircraft panel lighting bulbs. Oddly enough, they are given for 28 volts. So one particularity of this instrument, so you can see there is a case like this. On the back we have information, the logo of the manufacturer here, which is quite nice. It is some kind of paper aircraft with some kind of dial. It is called an indicator IP33-02. Power supply 36 volts at 400 Hz. And the serial number for 80010. So one very annoying thing with this instrument is that, as you can see, there is a cable attached to it. You cannot disconnect at the instrument level, and it is very annoying because first it is a long cable. It is annoying for storage because it takes a lot more space with the cable. It is annoying for display because you can not even lay it flat. It is in the way, so you have to put something under it if you want to display it, and you need to hide the cable in some way. And this kind of Russian cables are prone to becoming moldy by experience. And look at this, guys. Yes, this is more or less moldy. It is quite a pain. There is some kind of rubbery cloth around the cable, and really it is not tropicalized, and it is always becoming moldy even if you store it in a dry place. Quite annoying. Here is the very regular plug. Okay, so to open this instrument there are a lot of screws to undo, because you have to undo all the screws for this little cover, and then the 4 screws for the main cover of the instrument. So you can see we have some dents in this case. In this particular sample, they are not annoying, but it is something to look after when you purchase aircraft instruments. If cases are dented, sometimes you cannot open them because there will be something in the way, and when you pull the cover, it will get stuck against the dent. And of course, until you do not remove the cover, you cannot try to repair the dent, which is usually anyway very delicate, because if it is located in the middle, you cannot hammer it in a straight line from behind. So it is something you have to look after, and if you purchase an instrument with dents in the case, you must know you will maybe not able to open it, or you will need to cut the case or something like this. It can happen. Here it is not too bad, luckily. I did repair one here. Okay, now I will remove all the screws. Okay, the screws are removed, so I can lift or try to this cover, and here is what we have at the back. And as you can see, there is some kind of a terminal block here where the wire is soldered, and there is this clamp keeping the wire in place that I need to remove if I want to be able to undo the cover of the instrument. This is a really annoying design. So maybe I could remove a cable, but it is sad damaging the instrument and not having it in its original configuration. So now the wires are low, the wire is loose. You can see on the back here we have 4 transistors P701ABP VP. That code of 1968, guys. So these are quite old. Now I can pull the cover, I guess. Yes, and I need to route this wire. Oh, it is just aluminum cover. And here is what we have inside. In fact, we have twice. Everything is twice here because yes, it is a double instrument, so doing 2 times the same thing. So we have everything in double. As you can see, we have 4 transistors at the back here. We have 2 circuit boards which are the same, mounted in a mirror configuration, it seems. Yes, you have transformer here, you have transformer here, you have capacitor here, you have capacitor here, and here we have, what do we have? Some kind of motor or synchro or transmitter, something like this, with a nice label on this. You can see the manufacturer logo. There is something written here in Cyrillic, the model number, serial number, and it is written, it is class 3. Here in these clamps we have probably capacitors. Here we have one other kind of device, maybe a motor. I cannot turn the needles by hand, by the way. And other side is a mirror, so against the same, again the same thing. So one thing I did never do is unscrew that front piece. I do not know what I will get access to. Maybe it will just be the dial, but here are the sockets for the bulbs in the front. So these screws are not too hard to remove, but the accessibility is not great. You can see there is a seal here at the back, sealing the case. I try not to move too much this wire harness in order to avoid damaging it. You can see this, whatever is in here is very seriously clamped with 2, there is a metal clamp and there are 2 steel wires. Really, it can go anywhere, very well secured. Okay, so I see some crusty stuff in here, not sure what it is. So the screws are removed, and yes, surely enough, it gives access to the glass, in fact, of the instrument. There is real glass here and what seems to be plexiglass light diffuser for the backlight. And you can see how they did paint very approximatively a circle in the middle. So I do not know if it is factory or if it is a modification after it. probably factory. And here is the dial. We have another backlight piece, it seems, behind the dial, so it must be somewhat transparent. And some light come to shine on the needles, and some light shine through the dial to show the numbers, I guess. Okay, now I will zoom in a little bit for you on the stuff inside. So it is the most I can zoom, I cannot do much better. The side of the power transistor on the back, the wire loom on the terminal thing, few capacitors here on the side of this PCB, the big motor thing. Here you have a very nice view of the label on it. The capacitors in their clumps on the other kind of device here. Side of the PCB, you can see how it is mounted in these metal pieces, aluminum pieces. Here all the wiring loom for the instrument, all the other device, similar device. And a better view, a close-up view, and I need to focus, I guess. Yes, it is not easy. No, my camera will not focus. Okay. Here you have a nice view of a dial assembly. Seems they did put some black paint here over the plexiglass to maybe to keep the light in the plexiglass at this point and have it diffused regularly elsewhere. And you can see the middle of the needles and the 4 screws attaching the dial in place. Okay, so I will put this back together now. Maybe I already have Flickr photos of it, I guess, so I can just plug back in storage this thing. Thanks for watching, bye bye.